It was disgusting.
Okay, but we're not giving it to you. We're giving it to crocodiles.
Crocodiles.
That's true.
But he cares about crocodile lives, and he.
Yeah.
Okay, next question.
Care about the crocs?
Do you consider yourself to be more of a leader or a follower, and why? This is the deeper one.
So, I want to answer this real quick because I feel like lately it's been changing for me. So I think I've always been a follower. Ever since like I was in the military, I worked like with law enforcement. You're kind of always like in a chain of command, and you're always like, if, any place you start, you're always going to be like the yes man. Like, you know, you have to do what they tell you. So I kind of always had that mentality of like, yeah, you know, like I do what I'm told, you know, I obey, I listen orders. Anyways, this is just military stuff. But also like when it comes to like church, because we all serve one way or another.
Leadership, yeah.
We're in leadership. Danny's a musician. I'm an usher / teacher. And then Joel is... Well, he's there.
I'm a Christian entrepreneur.
Entrepreneur, right? He is our model.
What I do is
or what not to be. That's a Christian.
I do a little bit of everything. Okay, I help the usher sometimes. I do with setup. When you guys aren't there, I'm the first one there. Sometimes.
That's true.
No wonder it's all messed up when I get there. No, thank you. And he's definitely helped me also teach.
The vending machine. And
this Sunday. Okay, real quick. Now another little side story. If it weren't for Joel,
Alex would have gotten fired.
I would have gotten fired. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I was just like, I was so overwhelmed with the kids this Sunday. It was so I'm a Sunday school teacher, and I had done it before, and I started again this year. And I asked Joel this Sunday to help me out, and he's done it before. And I'm like, hey, dude, I got a bunch of kids. They put like all the young
2 different classes,
2 classes together, and I'm like, it was a lot. And then we had a couple of the kids. Sometimes, you know, kids are
rowdy,
a little, yeah. And we had a couple troublemakers, but I mean, I understand. You just have to be very patient. And anyways, Joel really helped me a lot. So thanks, Joel. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, they definitely were pretty crazy.
He smacked him.
The Bible's a good weapon. I hit him with the word. No, I did not hit anybody with anything. Okay, I just pretty much took him aside and we hung out
on him.
We prayed a little bit, and then he actually drew me a picture, and he came back with the picture.
Yeah, that was cool. That was so cool. I was surprised. I was like, that was cool. The kid was basically just kind of
he was jumping around everywhere. He was going crazy. But once I actually got him in the room, I was like, hey, dude, like, what do you want to do? Like, we have the room to ourselves. You can either draw, you can jump around, and I'll give you a little bit of free reign so you can.
It's crazy because that just shows people learn differently.
Yeah, that's true. Because once I gave him all the options, he kind of was like, "Oh, I want to draw."
That was cool.
And I was like, "Okay, well, which colors do you want, and which colors do you not want?" And he's like, "I don't want these colors, but I want these colors." So I was like, "Okay." And then that's why once we came back,
he had
like a little painting, and then he wanted to put like eyes on it, so we had some like googly eyes, and
he showed it to the other kids.
She showed it to the other kids.
Oh, by the way, the kid is Daddy.
I'm telling you, my childhood was a blur.
It's still a blur.
It's still a blur. So anyways, going back to the whole leadership and follower kind of thing. Lately, I've been trying to be more of a leader. I think like it's time for me to push myself to that role. And it's hard. It's a process, you know. It's not like one day you wake up and you're like, okay, you know, I'm going to lead myself. I'm going to lead others. It's hard, not hard because I guess as a single man, like I have to know like, okay, what do I need right now to become the leader that I want to become? And since I don't have like maybe a wife or kids, so I don't have anyone to lead. But at the end of the day, I don't have myself.
Would you put it at me?
Kids.
No, you put it at him for as a wife. You put it at me for kids.
We'll talk about that in another podcast. So
Next episode.
Don't be burning me out, dude. No.
All right, Danny, do you consider yourself a leader or a follower?
I will say both. Because I do have like a leadership role in certain moments, but also I'm a very cool, calm, collected person. Where like if people like I'm never when it comes to like hanging out and stuff, or like, oh, what do you guys want to do? What do you guys want to do after, you know, blah blah. I'm always just like, I'm down for whatever, you know. You guys go, I'll follow, you know. But like Alex said, you know, in terms of like our ministry and leadership, I have to being up there, being a worship leader, sometimes it's tough, but you have to find ways to get the congregation to, get connected with God. Whether sometimes it's like, come on, guys, like, put your hands up. Hey, I said put your hands up. No, I'm just kidding.
Or even
But,
even how you normally take role of
me
like
your money.
of the other people on the praise
Yeah,
team.
yeah,
Like,
even
you
giving
sometimes
signs,
lead, yeah.
Sometimes, if we struggle with lyrics, I know me personally, I'm one of the ones that like struggles the most with the lyrics. So like I have to give an extra effort to like learn the lyrics. But I know sometimes some of my team don't know the lyrics or like they struggle with it too. And if the lyrics aren't popping up, I have to say ahead of time like what the lyrics are, by like leading them in. So yeah, I have to kind of be a leader for sure. But I like to be a follower a lot too. So I'll say both.
Yeah, I think I would agree with you on that for myself because in a weird way, like when it comes down to like work and stuff like that, I'm like easily like, dude, you tell me what to do, that's what I'm gonna do, and I think that's helped me out in my career a lot because a lot of it is kind of like, okay, listen to the boss, and then even like one of the books that I've read that the 48 Laws of Power, one of the laws is the way that they word it is don't outshine the master. Which, in other words, you'd never want to outshine your boss if you want to like get ahead in your career, because you want to make him look good, but at the same time, he'll notice that you're the one that's making him look good, so he'll actually promote you further in. Versus if you outshine him and make his boss think that you're doing a great job, then he's gonna kind of like sabotage you. But ultimately, when it comes down to work, yeah, I do have a tendency of like sometimes leaning more towards like, okay, whatever you say goes. And I'll go off of what your direction is, but I actually have a tendency of also being kind of like my own leader in a way and just paving my own path,
Right.
on certain things, like starting my own business, doing the podcast and everything. Just kind of like we'll just go our own direction type of deal.
Yeah, I think it's very important to be able to know both roles. And eventually, I think it's important us as men, as Christian men, to be leaders at one point in our lives. We have to get to that stage. And but if you want to be a leader, you also need to know the role of a follower or servant or someone who can understand from the bottom.
Yeah, the best leader is an even better follower.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm pretty sure that's somewhere in the word too, but I don't know what it is off the top of my head.
Yeah.